What's up, world? I'm back. I got more downloads. Okay, I hope you're ready for this because I'm gonna drop a bomb right now, a good bomb. But you know, all my righteous officials right now. This is juicy, bro. Feds, Homeland, city officials, cops, detectives, investigators. Listen very closely because this is real truth that I'm gonna tell you. This is real truth. I need a handful of people fired immediately and arrested immediately as possible with restraining orders, getting sued, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? And I need everything back they stole from me. Everything. And they need to be exposed to my worldwide, but also especially my city. And I'm gonna start from the very top and work my way down. We need to get the mayor. She already knows I'm coming for the keys to the city. And I'm gonna get those keys. One way or another. Either with I'm gonna get those keys, people. She's gonna get fired. I'm gonna replace her with somebody. I got like three to four, three. I got one right now that I like, but I got two other, maybe three more other people that I would love to pick for a mayor because I see good in their soul. You know what I mean? When I look in their eyes, I could actually sit down and have a good conversation with them, eat breakfast, dinner, lunch, meet their family. I'm so comfortable that I could when I see them, I'm like shit. I'll even let you sit down with my kids and eat too, and like family to family. You know what I'm saying? I'll treat you like family because when I see them, I feel safe enough to eat at the same table with them. You know what I'm saying? I feel safe enough to laugh with them, joke with them, and spread, spread my money with them, spread my wealth with them, here and there when they succeed. You know what I'm saying? And these are the kind of people that we need leading our city, people. Because the mayor, she's a bunch of ego, bunch of pride. She's all about her goddamn self. She don't care about nobody in this fucking city. And if anybody don't kiss her ass, and she ain't the only one. Everybody else I'm talking about underneath her are the same way, but she's the worst. She's holding my royal checks monthly. I get monthly royal checks, and these checks are going to her, and she's distributing that money to other people to kiss her ass and to protect her. But they can't protect her. She's falling every day, every second that the clock ticks. How can I say this? The spiritual realm closes on her, and the physical as well. She's being investigated. She's being, recorded, stalked. She's is what I mean by stalked. She's being targeted by the feds. You know what I'm saying? She's a high value target. Her, Sergio Delgado, my mother, my fake mother, and I got three more. The doctor that made that signature with Raul Sanchez, my cousin, that's related to Arnold Delgado, his nephew, which is Sergio's nephew también. So they're all family. Sergio Delgado, Arnold Delgado, they're cousins, and then Raul Sanchez, that's their nephew, and they're all in it together. Those three, take them out. My mom, that's four. The doctor, that's five. The judge, that's six. We already got Eric on through. He already knows he's gone. Uh, and I'm gonna replace him right away. People agree with the decisions that I make. Me and God make together. Uh, and trust me, this city's gonna prosper. Our roads are gonna get fixed. So fast. And if we do this, I gotta speak up because if I speak, chances are there's a higher chance that none of this will go down. All their plans, you know what I'm saying? It'll backfire, and then they gotta push back, and then they get exposed, and then they go down. Or they push back so far they don't fuck with us, and they go somewhere else to fuck around. or they get pushed back and they're like, damn, we got to take our time and reevaluate our plans now. You know, it's those three things that they'll end up doing. You know, if we don't get to them in time, they're gonna plan another thing. We get them in time, or we scare the fuck out of them, put the fear of God in them. They're gonna go somewhere else and try to do damage. You know, but that's why they will never be hired as a governing official again. They're gonna be homeless. They're gonna do drugs. They're gonna go to mental hospitals. Some of them be all drugged up the way they try to do me. They're gonna go to prison, hardly eat, no toilet paper, no water pressure, no roaches in their cell, boogers on the wall, you know, pubes in their food, boogers, worms, you know, the same shit they did to me. If they're even lucky to get a trade like they did to me. You know, poison in their Kool-Aid, you know, one piece of bread, one cookie because somebody else stole it. You know, same shit they did to me is going to go happen to them tenfold. Tenfold. They won't make it. Anyways, and they know it, dog. They know it. I got... Dude, if we get Sergio, bro, God, not if. As soon as we get him, the power that this PD has and my righteous PD will fucking breathe, bro. The city will breathe. The corruption in the streets, you know, because he protects the bad guys. He can't touch me. He can't fuck with me. He knows that. He fucking goddamn knows that. And there's another PD that I was at the hospital. A fat guy threatened me. He's like, I'm coming for you, dog. He's like, I'm coming for you, dog. And I said, bitch, please. And we already got that fool. He's another dude, but that fool can't get close to me either. He can't touch me or even get close to stalking me. You know, I got this shield, the spiritual shield they can't penetrate. Even all the other city officials that are corrupt. But my righteous ones, man, dude, I'm a promote you. I am. Those 4 people that I have in my heart, I'm gonna promote y'all. And whoever becomes a mayor, y'all are gonna be underneath. You know, the other 3 are gonna be underneath that person. I don't know if it's gonna be a male or female yet, but I want to thank that person for sharing intel with me. Yeah. There's one thing that person did kind of, and when I got this intel, I was carrying a backpack full of weight, man, and it was dragging my back, and it was real low, like to my ass. You know what I'm saying? And everyone was laughing because they saw me struggling trying to carry this backpack. Bunch of teenagers, like, you know, school kids. And this person that shared intel with me was I guess laughing with them too. And I was like, why are you laughing? This is the kind of weight I carry every day. You know, I do my homework, I do my studying. That's why I'm wealthier than y'all. That's why I have more power than y'all, because I'm willing to, you know, put in that extra work overtime. I'm not willing to mingle with nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do royal duties and get shit done and change this world for the better good of mankind. And save this goddamn world. And save your kids and save your grandma and grandpas and you. So it's not a game, people. This shit ain't no joke. This is real shit. This is real business. And it's starting to get closer to home, because when this storm does come, people, when it's gonna come, I've been talking about it for months now. Months. The only reason why it hasn't came is because it wasn't time. Because more opportunities came stepping, you know, I had more breakthroughs and more opportunities to strike, and, you know, and I said, damn, they're not even prepared. If I bring the storm, a lot of innocent people are going to look at me like, what's your problem, Richard? You know, you should. And I'm like, no, now that you're prepared, you know, got your house in order, you know, you already know what's up. You know, I ain't no joke. You know, I'm a real prophet. You know, I'm the chosen one and all that bullshit. I don't care. What I care about is justice right now, and I care about peace, and I care about freedom, I care about victory, I care about sharing my wealth to benefit my community and this world and this nation. That's what I care about. I care about having my kids back. I don't care about all the fucking, all the fucking kiss my ass type, you know, like, damn, bro, like, that's all they care about is Look at me, motherfucker. If you don't look at me, I'm gonna kill you. Look at me. Like that's how big egotistic they are, dog. Anyways, back to reality. Uh this marriage, she's gotta go ASAP. I'm gonna take her down ASAP. Not take her down, but take her ass out of her chair and replace her with somebody else that's worthy of running my city. And trust me, people, once I take Sergio out, take out of his seat, take the mayor out of his seat, Eric out of his seat, my mom in prison. Uh, man, my mom's she's doing transactions with West Fargo, dude. I got, I saw with my own fucking eyes, bro. When I was at that house over there in Yorktown with her, she would never like me going in her office certain amount of times. She would be like, "Get out of here! I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I'm too busy." She had like 3, 4 computers, dude. Each computer was doing different things. One was for transactions, one's for her job to transact, and she will call innocent elderly people and do crimes against them, fraud. She'll ask for their information and real information, social security, birth date. Do you even have dogs in your house? Because if we send someone over there, we want to know. Like, that bad, bro. Like, if they send a cop to go and arrest them after they steal their money and put them in a psych ward, they want to know if they got a pit bull or Rottweiler they want to go up fight against or have to shoot or tase. I mean, that's how fucking corrupt she is, dog. She would do $1 billion transactions, billions and billions and billions. That one sheet on the computer, I must have saw about $8 billion being transferred. 8 billion plus 40. I saw about $40 billion on that one computer set. I couldn't see all the other three or the other two, but I saw about $40 billion worth of money transactions going to different organizations, different banks, different credit unions, different insurance companies, and different, to hire doctors, lawyers, cops, gang stalkers. And I saw it with my own goddamn eyes, bro. Thomas J. Henry and my mother, they work together. Uh, so does Sergio, and so does Eric Cantu for sure, and so does Amir. They had my friend killed at the Harvard Bridge. They hired that girl. They put trackers on her van, or that SUV that she was her new boyfriend at that time. That girl that got killed, one of my best friends, dude. I told my mom when I met her, I said, "Mom, I love this girl. She has the most beautiful soul, man." And my mom's never heard me say nothing like that. She's always heard me say, "Man, I always said she's pretty, Mom. I really like her. I love her. I think I love her, or whatever." And my mom would buy her off and corrupt her ass. But this one, she couldn't be bought. So my mom hired Thomas J. Henry, hired everybody else around her, hire somebody to go the wrong way and crash into her. You see, these people got trackers on their phones. These crooked cops do on their computers, even on their goddamn iWatches, bro. I seen it with my own damn eyes, bro. I'm sitting next to them, and their eye. When I get angry, when I look at them, and if I get angry, that red dot is me, and the blue or green ones are them. And when that red dot sits next to them, they could see my pulse. And when I get angry, it gets redder and redder and redder, and they get more tense and more tense. And it's like the watch vibrates on them, and they look at it, and they see it, and they look at me, and they're like, and I'm looking at them, and I saw their goddamn watches all the time beating, bro. Well, they have it on their phones. They got it on their. That's why I don't fucking trust iPhones for damn shit. Apple, I don't trust Apple for nothing, because Apple's against every Christian, bro. Apple is against every goddamn Christian. Samsung, Galaxy is what? Galaxy, you got the reach. You know what I'm saying? Apple's just buying Apple, your wicked sin and all that. Galaxy's, and everybody, not everybody. Some people are against Android. Why? Because they know Apple's wicked, bro. They know that app called Safari. All the people that are wicked love that app, Safari. because it has a lock on it. They know they could do, but I already tapped in. I already hacked it. Me and my government officials know every fucking word they're saying in Safari. I had that done a long time ago. But to this day, they think Safari's safe. They think every fucking email group chat is safe on Safari app. It even comes out on TV. They show a bird or an owl or some shit, and the lock. And this is safe, in safe information, text messages, emails, and all that bullshit. My mother loves to email people. My mother's all about email. When it comes to her dirt, she don't really do texts. She does emails. And a lot of these people do the same shit too. Emails. Like Sergio, the mayor, and all that shit. Eric gone through. And okay, the next thing I need to tell you about that storm, when I saw bumper cars hitting them, and I was already, I had, my faith was so strong, I started flying inside the car. My car lifted up and I floated over them like the Jetsons, bro. Just do 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 do. I started, not with no noise, but I picked up the car with my faith and I was in it and I'm floating over on the bridge. And I told God, let me take my hat off, it's a little hot in here. I had to turn the fans off so y'all could hear my voice more clear. You know what I'm saying? And the AC. So that's when I saw on the other side brush, the flood. It was a flood, and cars flipped over, and everybody started calming down when they saw me. But the next thing I didn't. Okay. The next thing I have to address, I have to tell you this, because this what I'm about to tell you right now, I just woke up from, and it scared me, bro. It scared me. Because I don't want this to happen. You don't want this to happen. What I'm about to tell you? It's not worldly, like, tsunami shit. But this is something that an innocent person could be killed, bro. And look, I'm gonna expose my ex right now, Valerie Mendoza. I didn't know she was this wicked, bro. When I started, it took me 5 years, four. After 4 years of being with her, I started noticing. Three. Started noticing this is a struggle. This is bullshit. This is poverty being with her. I'm doing every goddamn thing for her, working, grinding, hustling, paying just to buy formula, diapers, paying my child support, and buy clothes for us, and hygienes, and, food, and, all this shit. Go out to eat every now and then. It was overwhelming. And, I started noticing she was doing black magic on me this whole damn time. And evil shit, bro. Putting my pictures in jars and candles and writing things with red. Just a bunch of black magic evil curses on my life. But what I'm telling you right now, people, about her, she's killed one for sure. One girl, young girl. She looked like she was a beautiful girl too. In her early 20s, mid 20s, early, I think she was maybe early 20s, elder, like maybe 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, around there. Valerie killed her. She's in the woods, in a tunnel, behind a brick. It's not a brick, it's a concrete tunnel about 3 feet wide. Like 3 feet wide in a circle. 3.5 to 4 feet wide. 3 to 4 feet wide. Concrete tunnel in the ground. And it's in the ground, not straight down, but at an angle, like in the ground. And it has a concrete cover, and she was telling me, Valerie, when I saw it, Valerie's all, come here, I got something to show you. And I was like, what? We're in the fucking woods. What do you got to show me? Like, she's all, check this out. And I saw her take this big concrete fucking. Have you ever took the it's heavy, people. It's heavy, and I was like, she can't take that shit off. Shit, even I would have fucking trouble trying to take that big ass concrete fucking door off. Well, the bitch took it off easy. She stuck her fingers in the crack. Took it right off. All demonic, you know. And I saw sticks and I saw like brush, and I saw a girl's body decaying, and you could tell she was still had clothes on, but she was decaying, and you could tell she was a beautiful girl at one time. And she was dead. She was in a fetal position right behind that concrete door, and she went in the tunnel, and she was like, "Come on, I got more to show you." And I was all, "More, bitch, there's a dead body, like what the fuck? I ain't gonna be around this shit." So I started walking away, and we were in the woods. It looked like the river, like the type of woods that you, when the river, over there at the Rio Grande, or the Frio River. It looked like brush like that, like grass, and then like in trees, you know what I'm saying? It was the woods, like, and it had a vibe like the river kind of vibe. It wasn't like in the city limits. It was somewhere else. It wasn't like here. I don't think it was. It was somewhere else in the woods. And she said, and I heard my spirit. I heard something. There's two more. Now I know she killed that one girl, and I know there's two other people that are killed. Either two more boys, around the same age, two guys, or two girls and a guy. But there's three bodies that that that's that she killed. That blood is on her hands. She killed it, and she didn't do it alone though. She had help. She didn't do it alone. She did the killing. She's the one who killed them, but she didn't do it alone. She had help. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. And then in this download I got, she said, I told her, I said, "Bitch, you're going down for this." She said, "No." She said, "No, I'm not. You are." And I said, "Me? I didn't do this shit. I don't even know these goddamn people. Who the goddamn? What the fuck's going on here? You're the one who brought me out here." She was like, "Well, you're the one who did it." And I was all, "Bitch, whatever, dog. There you go again. First, you said I'm corrupt when you're the one who's stealing my money. You're the one who did black magic on me. You're the one who animal sacrifices. You're the one who did blood rituals. You're the one in the goddamn cult, and I'm a Christian. And supposedly I'm the one who's corrupt because I'm exposing you, so you project everything that you're doing onto me, so I'm corrupt? Bitch, please, whatever. The proof is in the pudding, whatever. You're going down for these murders. I swear to God you are." And she was like, then after I told her like that, she kind of like, oh, she kind of anchored down, like, "Okay, you think you're gonna win this one?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna win this one. I'm an innocent man. Of course I'm gonna win. Me and God always win. We never lose. I never lose, bro, because I'm in the right. Why do I have to fear? You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to fear if I'm in the right. You could try to project your murder crimes onto me, but I didn't do no murder. I didn't do none of this shit." So she said, "Okay, okay." Well, so we went to a facility. In this download I got, I was in a facility with another Mexican male, and he kind of looked friendly, like I could be a friend to him. You know what I'm saying? Or he could possibly be a friend to me, and we're talking. And he was "They got you too?" And I was all, "What do you mean they got me?" He was all, "Yeah, they're accusing you that you killed somebody, right?" And I was like, "Well, that's what the bitch is trying to say, but they're not accusing me. She's the one who's accusing me." And she's all, "Yeah, we're here for questioning." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. Let them question all they goddamn want." She was like, "But," he was like, "They're questioning me too." And I was like, "Oh, really? So I'm not the only one?" And she's projecting that onto you too. And he was like, "Yeah." But you could tell he didn't have balls like me. He wasn't bold like me. You could tell he could fold under pressure, but he was trying not to. You know what I'm saying? He was trying not to fold under pressure. But you could tell he was still underneath her spell, which is Valerie's spell. And I'm not. I'm completely free from her narcissistic, lying, bitch ass, demonic ass. And people, what I'm going to tell you next is goddamn real. This is fucking real. And you gotta listen to every fucking word I say from this second on. I was talking to a female cop, an officer. She was a detective officer. Beautiful girl, Mexicana, short. And I was vibing with her. We were talking, and she was asking me questions, and I was like, and we're about to, make judgment on what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And she says, I need to question you, and I said, cool, let's talk. And we started talking a little bit, not heavy talk, just a little bit. We're talking lightly to each other. And the guy was on the right side of the facility. It reminded me like of a cafeteria. It was like a cafeteria. It was a bar. On the right side, behind that bar there was an ice machine, a big ice machine that you could actually jump in or fall in, and it was empty, but it was an ice machine, and there was a hallway that went to a kitchen, and then behind the bar there was like it was weird, bro. It kind of reminded me of a cafeteria, like banquet hall. It reminded me, yeah, like a cafeteria slash banquet hall. And there was other civilians there, young people. Everyone was like 30 and younger, 25 and younger. That's the, except me and the cops. And there was other cops coming in, male cops, and I was right at the doors talking to the other female cop. And the cops saw me, and I was just chilling. They didn't give me no bad vibes. They knew I wasn't a threat. They knew I wasn't a bad guy. Even they knew it. And she knew it too, but she still wanted to investigate. And I was like, I shouldn't even goddamn be here, but the bullshit the chosen one has to fucking go through on the goddamn daily, right? Whatever. Just because I'm rich as fucking wealthy as goddamn fuck, and they stole my fucking inheritance from my bloodline, my royal bloodline, for over 300 goddamn 50 years, and they want to still continue that fucking agenda, and by killing the royal kings before me, and because they can't kill me, they're angry. They're like, well, if we can't kill them, we're gonna blame them. We're gonna blame them for everything we fucking done. Because if they find out that we are the ones to be blamed for everything, if they find out that we are the ones doing everything behind closed doors in the dark, and we get exposed for everything we're doing in the goddamn dark, the whole Illuminati Matrix agenda goes away. And all the slaves get set free. And all the children were trafficking and human trafficking and fucking mental hospitals and prisons and jails and getting sick, sending them to the jail, getting persecuted, stealing their fucking child support money, their fucking Social Security, their disability, like they're doing me, put life insurance hits on them, get them sick, watch them suffer, siphon their energy, kill their animals, make them sad, make them depressed, make them homeless. If they find out, we could not do none of that. And guess what? A new world order is going to happen because of the fucking King Richard, because of the chosen one. And then he sets everybody free, everyone's going to love him, and everyone's going to praise him, and we're going to be in hell. We lost our fucking mission. We lost, not our mission, we lost our fucking war. Because it's a war to them. It's battles and it's war to them. Just like it is to us and me. Now, I'm not done with the story, people. I'm like halfway there. With my ex, Valerie. Oh, shit. This is where it gets bad. I told the lady, I said, look, man. I told the cop, the detective cop. I said, look, man. I see through the smoking mirrors. I said, I see beyond what you see. And beyond what you think you even see, I see further than that. I got a very supernatural gift. And this gift is not like a psychic. No, this is a prophetic gift. I could see what's going to come in the future. I could see more or less the months it's going to happen. Or sometimes, not just that, but if you piss me off, bad things will happen right away. If you hurt my feelings, you break my heart or something. Like, not just you, but anybody in this world. Anybody. And I'm explaining to her who I am as a person. so she could be aware not to cross me and to respect me and honor me and praise me, because I'm only gifted because God chose me to be gifted. You know, I didn't choose this life. God chose this for me because of my heart. And she was like, this is interesting. I never heard this kind of talk from somebody. And I said, look, man, I'm gonna tell you something about what I know about my ex. And I was gonna drop the bomb on her, right? I said, and my ex was listening. She was in the back of the banquet somewhere in a room, but she was listening. She could listen to every fucking word I was telling the cop. And that guy too, that was being investigated, that Mexican guy. And the Mexican guy was behind the bar. And right before Valerie showed up, angry as fuck, demonic, possessed, I told the cop, before she showed up, I told the cop this, right? I said, the detective lady, I said, look, she's the one that's gonna go down, not me or this guy. I don't care what you hear from this second on. You better listen to what I'm fucking goddamn telling you. What I'm about to goddamn tell you. This girl is possessed. This girl has, she is, I told her like this. I said, she has a very, 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 very dark side to her. And as soon as I said that, and I was about to tell her why she has a dark side, about, you know, the curses she put on me when I was with her years and years past, and how she stole my identity and trafficked me, and, you know, and slowed me down in life so all the other higher ups could take from me. She was just a pawn. You know, they used her because she had tits and ass and she was younger than me, you know, pretty eyes, and she was a little freak. So they're like, oh, King will love that kind of shit. You know, and at that time I trusted everybody, bro. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to trust everybody. I wanted to just wanted to smoke weed, you know, be at peace, you know, eat Mexican food every now and then, and tacos, and, you know, and that was just an everyday life for me, right? And raise my kids as best as Xavier, which I thought was my kid at that time, as best as I can, and I did. I gave him the best life I could. It was all about him when I couldn't see my other kids, my real blood kids. I couldn't. They wouldn't let me see my other kids. So I put all my energy onto that kid, thinking that's what they told me when he was born, that he was my kid. And I even signed my last name. But he had black hair, and I was like, maybe it's because her genes are stronger than mine. But I was like, but my genes are the strongest. But I was on, maybe I just met my match. Maybe her strings, or, you know, her genes are strong because he came out with black hair. And I wanted a DNA test, and her mom and my mom at the delivery room was like, no, they fucking did a exorcism on me, dog. And the nurse was like, and I was all, fuck, if I even push this further, they're gonna stab me to death in this fucking hospital room in front of my own fucking son, which I thought it was. I ain't gonna fucking get stabbed by these crazy ass ladies. They didn't want me to do a DNA test because they knew if I did, and the nurse did and came back, said this is not your kid, that curse would have been broken right then and there, and then they wouldn't be, it would have fucking caused chaos for them. So they were gonna stab me in that fucking room, that hospital room, if I would have kept asking the nurse. But back to Val, this is how fucked up she is, bro. This is how dark she is. This is the way she really is, people. Do not think she won't do this. I saw with my own goddamn eyes what she's done behind closed doors, killing those 3 innocent people. She came rushing to the bar, the the counter. Talked to that Mexican guy. The guy was freaking out, so he comes up to her. He's like, oh my god, like I gotta pay attention to her, you know. And I'm like, bitch, you're trying to not go to jail. Why are you communicating with the girl that's you know, accusing you of murder. But he was cursed. He was under her spell, thinking, she had power over him. He must have slept with her or something for her to, I don't know. I don't know. But my soul ties, he must have some kind of soul tie to her because he was under her spell still. I don't have soul ties to no ex of mine. Thank God. No, I don't have soul ties to nobody. That's why my future women that I talk to, I gotta trust them around my food, and I'm gonna test them, bro. I'm gonna have cameras. I'm gonna have money laying around, credit cards, fake ones, you know, money counted, checks, missing a number, so I could throw away. I'm gonna do it too, where they could take it if they do take it. Jewelry, rings, I'm gonna have bait laying around all over my house with cameras, dog. And I'm gonna leave to another place where I'm gonna have the TVs and I'm gonna be looking at them, testing them, and see how they act around my belongings, and my food, and my drinks, and my kids if I leave them home alone with them. And I'm gonna look at these cameras and I'm gonna be like, okay, can I trust this person around my kids, my pride and joy, or my kids? Can I trust them around my food? Okay, because if they can't touch my kids, maybe they'll touch their food to get to my kids. Can I trust them in the restrooms alone? Are they gonna do fucking black magic in the mirror and, in the tub and, talk to themselves in the mirror and do spells and toilet magic, you know? And if they do the restroom, I'll turn the camera off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at that shit. But I wanna know, you know, okay, they're done, check. Okay, they're done using the restrooms, washing their hands. She walks. Wow, she's a normal person. Wow, she ain't a witch. Okay, good check. Green light on that one. Good check. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna check all these boxes, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I could actually sleep next to this girl overnight. You know what I'm saying? And wake up and eat breakfast with this type of kind of girl. You know what I'm saying? But back to that's. I'm not done, people. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna go through the same mistakes I went through. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to friends, I'm gonna do the same goddamn thing to them. If I invite them anywhere to any of my places, you better take that chance and run with it because that's an opportunity of a lifetime. If you are a good person, but if you're a bad person and I accidentally invite you to test you and you fuck up, you're gonna go to prison for. I will catch you on tape and I will fucking persecute you to the max and take everything you fucking got. For thinking you could steal from me when I could give it to you for free just for being a good guy or a good woman. I'm the type of guy, like, if you need something, ask me. I'll do it. Just tell me. You know what I mean? Or if you need to borrow something, a tool of mine, I'll be like, look, you need that tool? Well, shit, I got one better over there. You could get that one. You could do it in 1 hour instead of 3 days. I'll be like, yeah, but when you're done, wash it and clean it and put it back. That's all I ask. That's it? Yeah, shit. 1 hour shit, I'll wash that shit, armor all your tires, oil change, and put it back in your garage. I'll be like, cool. You see, I'm that type of friend like that. You know what I mean? You may ask for this, but if I see good in you, I'm not gonna I'll be like, bitch, you deserve that. Don't, no. I'm not gonna let you break your back like the way I used to. Nah. I'm gonna make sure you get the best, so you could do the best. So, back to that subject. Valerie approached that guy at the counter, and she said something to him, whispered something to him, and she told him to grab something, and he did. He went back to the kitchen, came back with a shank, like a screwdriver. It looked like a screwdriver, not a knife like a butcher knife. It looked like a shank, like a screwdriver. And he gave it to her, and I saw that, but the cop was looking at me, talking to me, and she wasn't like this cop wasn't aware of her goddamn surroundings. She was just, and I'm always aware of my surroundings. When I'm talking, I'm always looking and projecting, and I'm frequencying outside my perimeter, outside the building, just to know if any other enemies are coming and closing in, or demonic spirits. Like, that's how fucking spiritually gifted I goddamn. I'm like a fucking, like, God, I don't know, bro. My gifts are enhancing day by day, bro. And my downloads are getting more faster, more crystal clear, because the Prince of Darkness is dead. You know, people are getting locked up in my mind. All these curses are going back, and all these chains are coming off me, and I'm able to like see, breathe better, feel better, and walk better, and you know, oh, dude, I'm winning wars left and right overseas in Russia, and in the Middle East. I'm so fucking goddamn proud of myself, bro. I don't need no one to fucking. I'm proud of my goddamn self, and I know so's God. Now, if you choose to, more power to you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Not more power to you, but thank you for doing that, because I deserve that. I deserve that if you do it from your heart. You know, and I see that, I'm gonna be like, wow, people are really showing me praise. They're glorifying me. What? God, do you see this? Yes, I do, son. Whoa. Uh, oh, okay. You know, it's gonna take me years to get used to, probably, or I don't know. It's gonna take. I'm. I don't know, bro. I know behind closed doors, I'm a celebrity and I'm famous. Behind closed, I know the world sees me like that, you know, and but I haven't seen it with my own eyes. You know, I'm still in this fucking house, bro. You know, and I'm not able to be in my community with my fancy Bentleys and, you know, Lambos and you know, TRX fucking Dodge trucks and my Hummers and Cadillacs and Beamers, and I'm not. So that dude, okay, back to that download, people. Crazy, bro. He gave her the shank, and she got the shank. And finally, the cop saw what I was looking at, and she saw that she was talking and mingling to that Mexican guy, and she said, "Hey, you're not supposed to be talking to each other. You're all supposed to be separated." And Valerie looked at her like, didn't say a word. She just gave her that look like. And the cop noticed how her energy was off. You know, not off, but how her energy was bad. And the Mexican guys walked back like, fuck. Like, he didn't want nothing to do with this. From this second on, I don't want nothing to do with this. But I was all, bitch, you're the fucking accomplice. You gave her a shank. I saw that. Even I saw that. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but everybody else saw what happened next after this. Once the cop approached her, everybody's eyes was on what's going on, because the cop said, "You're not supposed to be talking to each other, communicating, whatever." And I was in the far back, you know, I was out of danger, you know what I'm saying, looking at everything. I was at an outfielder looking at everything. I saw the cop go up to Valerie. Valerie jumped the counter, and they started throwing blows. You know, Valerie's a fighter, bro. She knows how to. She's not scared to throw punches to, you know. She's not scared to throw punches. So cops, even men cops, be on. Be on your goddamn P's and Q's when you approach this fucking girl, and you better tase her, bro. Or shoot her legs or something, because this bitch will kill a cop. And I'm going to tell you why. She will kill a cop. Because she's desperate. She knows she's did a lot of forgery in my goddamn name for a long fucking time now. Shit. Like 18 years since I was 21. When I was 21, she started doing forgery. So I'm 38 now, so that's what, 16, 17, 18 years, maybe 15, past 15 years. She's been stealing my goddamn inheritance. And they're throwing squabs, dude. The cop, listen to me, people. This is not over. It's not. It's just, I'm barely just getting there. What happens? What I'm about to say, what happens next, will happen. It will happen if you don't listen to what I say. This will happen if you don't listen to what I'm fucking goddamn telling you right now. What I'm goddamn telling you. She started throwing blows with this lady cop, and the lady cop was, she met her match with her, and they were throwing blows, and she was yelling out. The cop was telling her, "You better stop, stop, stop." You know, she was saying what cops say to make a person stop fighting. And then I heard her squeal, the cop, like a like like she was getting stabbed. And then from behind the fucking the counter, and then the walkway, and then I saw them fighting each other, and I saw Valerie just fast at her heart, on her chest, stabbing the cop's heart with the screwdriver. Just like that. Fat like that, bro. Like that. Like that. Just in and out, in and out, in and out. Like a fucking, like a, like, nah, not like a drill, but like a fucking sewing machine. Like that. Just fast, stabbing the cop in her heart fast. And she was still gasping for air and trying to fight the screw. And, you know, Valerie was just going ham on her, dude. And they fell in the ice machine, and I was walking up like, is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it? And I was, oh, dude, everybody saw it in the fucking facility. I heard girls saying, "Oh my God," and guys saying, "Oh, fuck." And I just froze there. I said, "Damn." I told her she was dark as fuck, man. I told her, man. And I was so disappointed in that fucking Mexican guy giving her the goddamn screwdriver, bro. Cause I was off. That dude didn't obey her. That cop would still be alive. So, I'm telling you, people, your investigators, you cops, or whoever is gonna take her down, whoever is in charge of taking her down, I want you to send male cops. Die hard motherfuckers that don't tolerate the demons, bro. Dark people, bro. This bitch is a murderer, bro. She murders. She's a killer, not a murderer. She's a killer, bro. She kills. I saw her fucking kill a cop, a woman cop. And if I didn't say this message, and if I didn't say this download I got, this proof that I know about her, chances are, if I didn't speak up, and I just let y'all detectives do what you gotta do to investigate these murders or whatever, the feds, whoever, and the second and you're not aware, the bitch will grab something and stab you. If she thinks you're gonna lock her up, if she thinks if you got murder charge, and but I'm gonna send intel with the best I can. I'm gonna do everything behind closed doors, spiritual wise, to make it happen physical, like I do, so it could happen physically. So y'all could I'm going to pray to God, bro, that this don't happen like that. That's why I'm speaking up, because the bitch is a killer. The bitch will kill a cop. She's fast. She'll throw blows with you. And when you see her, you better fucking shoot her legs, her abdomen, or something. Or taser her. 3 fucking tasers at once, you know. Pepper spray and everything you got. Because this bitch, when she snaps, this bitch could really kill you. And I've never been a threat to any officer. I've never been a threat to no cop, no high authority. You know, not high, no authority. I've never been a threat. Never. I've never fucking threw blows with a nurse, a doctor, a cop. I never threatened them. I've never spit on them. I've never pushed them. I've never said nothing like that. I never threw blows with them. Even in jail, bro. Even in jail, I always showed respect so I could get the same in return. Did I get it? No. I never got it, though. I never got respect in return. Never. Never. I got the total opposite. But now I'm getting respect. Now I got righteous PD on. You know, righteous feds, you know, respecting me behind goddamn closed doors, and Homeland Security and Secret Service and sheriffs and governors and righteous mayors and, you know, all over the world. Presidents, world leaders, you know. I got a lot of people respecting me behind closed doors and praising me behind closed doors. But I haven't witnessed it with my own eyes yet. But I know they are. I could feel it. You know, I know. I just know people. But you gotta pepper spray her, taser, paintball her, or shoot her in her fucking abdomen or legs to drop her on the ground and cuff the bitch. Cause this bitch, she'll throw blows with you, she'll bite you, she'll fucking stab you, she'll kick you, scratch you. She will do whatever she can to kill you. Okay? Mark my words on stone like Moses. This bitch is a dark, dark, dark individual. Okay? Okay? I love you. That's why I'm speaking up, man. I don't want none of my PD to get hurt. I don't want no woman to die like that. It was ugly, bro. It was ugly. And I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, my warlock grandpa dropped something in the living room, because he was like, that's the witchcraft. You know, he's like, fuck. Like, damn, he saw, you know, he saw the truth about his ex. So when I woke up, he's like, bah! Like, you know, he threw something on the ground, because he's always doing that kind of shit. And he's always in pitch black in the living room. In the living room, it's pitch black. Now, they cover the windows. It's pitch black. It's real. The energy's thick as fuck and hot and steamy. No fans on, no air circulation. And he's just there standing like the fucking, with his walker, just standing there like he's the fucking Resident Evil. Like, remember that movie Resident Evil or Silent Hill or The Legend, where those demons are just in the dark, just huddled up like. He's all demonic, bro. My grandpa, and he's a fucking illegal immigrant too. He's not even supposed to be here. You know? I don't know why ICE still hasn't picked his ass up. He got ties to Mexico and shit. I wouldn't put it past me, the cartel too. I know he does. I know he does. I know he does. I know he does. I know he does have ties to the cartel. He's a wizard and a warlock. If you look that up, people on the internet, that's what my grandpa is. My grandma, she's a kitchen witch and a toilet witch, toilet magic, and she does kitchen magic, which food in the restroom and all that. And my mom, she's fucking my fake mom is way worse, way fucking worse. My fake mom is way worse, and so is our mayor and Valerie. Yeah, those three people right now, Valerie, the mayor, and my fake mom, bro, are the highest targets I got right now. The second highest target would be Raul and that fake ass doctor trying to say that I'm crazy just so they could steal my money, still, or try to get my life insurance policy and get richer, just including Raul. So the second highest target will be Sergio for sure. Arnold, his cousin, my stepdad. Raul and that doctor. And the MHMR. Damn, that guy gotta go too, dog. Those are the second. But my highest targets right now is the mayor, my mom, and Valerie. Because Valerie will kill, bro. She's a killer, dude. She's a killer. She has 3 bodies on her that I saw. I didn't see the other 2, but she was willing to show me in that tunnel. I was like, I ain't gonna fucking go in that dark ass. I know what the fuck's going on in there, and I'm not even want to be in the goddamn woods. What are you even showing me? Like, I don't even want to be here. So I was going back to where the road was at. You know what I'm saying? And get the fuck out of there. Try to find a campsite or a house or wherever I don't know, bro. But it's amazing how God shows me what's done in the dark. What's done in the dark. What they do in the dark. What they're plotting behind the scenes. What they're saying behind the scenes about me. You know, and not just saying, but he shows me more or less the names, how much money is getting transacted, you know, how much, you know, fraud is being committed, how many murders have been committed, or intel, like, what's, a lot of, damn, bro, I got some gifts. And I'm gonna tell you another thing about my gifts, bro, too. That download I got yesterday about the storm and the mayor trying to put tracker on and blow me up in the car, a tracker on my car with a bomb. That's what they said. We need to put a tracker and a bomb on his car. That's what they said. And when I heard that, I told God, it's time now. It's fucking time now, god damn it. As soon as I said that, not god damn it, but I was like, it's time now, God. I felt a wind, cold breeze, and I saw the drizzle come in, and the drizzle went past my face. I said, "Oh fuck it, the storm's here." I took off on the freeway. People were fucking bumper cars all the way home, crashing into each other. Fender benders. A lot of fender benders was. Yeah, because it came so fast. Because the bitch was gonna go put a bomb in my fucking car and tracker and whoa. And trust me, people, the mayor is gonna get replaced fast. Eric on through too, fast. My mom, prison, fast. I'm gonna get out of here too, fast. The FBI needs me, fast. As soon as you take me out of this place, or my lawyer comes and gives me my inheritance and says, look, this is where God has you, set to go, and I'm gonna be like, I don't even care, bro. Just get me out of here. Take the rest of my belongings here in this room. put it in the U-Haul, and let's go. Now, give me, you know, 45 minutes, an hour. The day they show up to my house, whether it's the feds or my lawyer with my documents that they hid from me, and my bank accounts, and my promised land papers, and my home that I'm gonna go get, transfer to, they're gonna transfer me to. I'm gonna be like, okay, but I need my U-Haul. I want to put this shit in a storage, and I'm gonna be like, cause I'll take the clothes with me, my pictures and my clothes, you know, and the food, but like the my bike, the Xbox, the a few other little knickknacks, I'm gonna want to put it in a little storage, away from somewhere where no one knows. There's a little storage, and then take it all apart, make sure there's no bugs on it, trackers on the bike, my Xbox, the TV, I'm gonna tell the feds, hey, I want it all broken down, put it back together, and if it's safe for me to, to play and ride, and then I'll keep it. If it's not, throw it away, use it for part. I don't care. But I'm gonna need a U-Haul. I don't need a big ass 18 wheeler. I just need a little U-Haul. Fucking. All I need is like a 10 by 6 or a 10 by 7. Shit, that's it. That's all I need is a little fucking U-Haul. Something bigger than a truck. Back of a truck. I needed a little U-Haul. And take off in a black SUV and take me to my new home, bro. And bring my kids with me too, And as soon as this happens, I'll be able to sleep longer and without hearing shit drop in the living room, or the walls or the doors, or glass, or the kitchen or the restroom, without the thick energy in the house, the hot energy, with no air. It feels like you're in hell. Can't breathe. And then I could trust my food. I could trust my drinks. I could trust to finally go outside, put my feet on grass, walk barefooted and connect with Mother Nature again. I could finally and be barefoot and just thank God, I could finally sleep outside if I wanted to. And know that my house is safe inside, my food, my drinks, my toiletry, my hygiene. My kids are in bed safe. Daddy's outside conquering the world, making sure they're happy. They're sleeping in peace. And then I'm going to sleep finally, close my eyes, and sleep 8 hours for once in my life after fucking 20 years. Probably sleep 7-8 hours for once. And I'm going to get all these downloads, and as soon as I wake up, I'm going to start writing them. And then I'll show the feds, the Secret Service, the government, this is what Satan has planned. This is what this person has planned. This person has planned. But since I'm speaking up, they're either gonna fall back, get busted, or just give up, or get persecuted, or die, sent to prison, whatever. Because I know what they're up to. I saw what they're gonna do before they did it, before it was done. Or I saw what they're gonna do, but I saw the outcome after that, which is me always winning. I'm always gonna win, always, and we're always gonna win. Cause I win, we always win. Cause I always win, you win. But the feds are gonna be like, damn, his downloads are coming out like fucking movies now instead of a picture. We're getting episodes, we're getting episodes. Now he's showing us, okay, look at all these targets now that we got. Instead of target here, target here, target here, and then maybe. Now we got all these organizations going on in this state, in this city, all these cults, you know, and this person murders, this one does fraud, this one specializes in poisoning, this one specializes gang stalking, this one specializes in shames, this one witchcraft, this one blood rituals. You know, everybody has their own fucking calling with the devil. You know what I'm saying? Just like Christians have their own calling with God, they have their own calling with the devil. My calling is being the chosen one, you know, being the prophet, being a ruler, a conqueror, an exposer, a blesser, a healer, you know, and share all the blessings that Jesus Christ, you know, all the things Jesus Christ had, you know, kindness, compassion, you know, thoughtfulness, you know, forgiveness, mercy. You know, I'm all those, bro. But I'm also not a pushover. I'm also not a pussy. I will swing at a demon. I will stab a demon if I have to. I will shoot a demon, blow up a demon, go to war with demons if I have to. You know, Jesus wasn't like that. That's why I tell people, I am not Jesus. Jesus never sinned. But I'm a king, a real royal king, goddamn. I'm not Jesus, and I could never be Jesus, but he's in me. So when people say that, oh, he's the Messiah or he's Jesus, I feel flattered because they see him in me, and I'm like, I knew they were one day. I just had to go through hell for them to see it. Now that they see it, God, you know, they're going to worship you. They see you in me. And I cry a lot, you know, I cry a lot because damn, dog, they trying to curse me. But it ain't working. But yeah, man, I cry a lot, bro. Not a lot like I used to. But I cry when I see good things in this world happen still. Because I'm like, it's working, God. It's working. With all this hard work I've been doing, it's paying off. It's finally paying off, God. Instead of a crumb every once a year, every other year, once something good will happen. For 5 minutes. And then it'll go away. Boom. Now it's back to 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 back. Good news, good news, good news, good news. Back to back to back to back to back. And I'm like, damn. And it's only gonna get faster and faster and faster and faster. You know, with victories and justice and exposure and winning wars and conquering and, you know, fixing the streets and having better foods and but we're gonna have to go through the fire together as people, bro. This is only gonna make us stronger and better. Everything that's coming our way is only gonna make us stronger and better. Cause I'm fully aware of waking up to everything. Y'all are still awakening and waking up to everything. And I'm like, luckily I'm patient for y'all, you know. Any other king would have said, God, fuck them. They don't learn, you know. They don't want to learn. They think they fucking know it all. Fucking jerk. Flood this whole earth and save me and my woman and my kids and the animals like you did Noah and restart again. Any other king would have said that. I swear to God, any other king would have said that. But every time I felt like saying something like that, I would take that and say no. That's the wrong way. I'm not here to kill. I'm here to save as many souls as I can. Billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of souls. But billions and billions and billions will die. 2 to 3 billions of people. 2 to 3 billion of people. 2 billion people will die from this world. 2 billion for sure. Maybe 2.5, 3 billion people will die, perish. Once everything is set in stone and done with, after World War III and Armageddon and the meteors and volcanoes and tsunamis. I promise to God 1.5 will for sure. And I guarantee you, chances are it'll be 2 billion. But I wouldn't put it past me if it goes up to 2.5 or 3. Because we're at 8 billion people right now. We may go drop down to 6, 6.5, 5.5 to 5. But it's okay. We'll start. Damn, bro. We will start. They're saying shit behind closed doors, and I heard them. We will start to breed again. You know, not breed, but you know, I guess there's another word I was trying to say. We will start to spread out again as a human race. You know, let's say it's 5-6 billion. We'll end up having, within 5 years, it'll go up to 500,000 more souls, or 1 million people was born in 1 year. 5 million was born the next year. And it's gonna go climb back up and up and up and up and up and up and up again. But the beautiful thing is, the righteous people are survived. So the righteous people, when the righteous people have righteous kids, they will thrive and survive, and we'll have a better new world. We won't have a corrupt world full of demons, because Babylon fell, the Matrix got destroyed. The Illuminati's gone. And now you got a whole new world order, a Christian whole new world order that worships God. Prays to God, believes in God, and worships God whenever they want to worship God. No one's forcing you to jam out Christian music every fucking day, all day, night. But you're more than goddamn free to if you choose to. King will not stop you from doing that. Hell nah. As long as it's God, bro, I don't give a fuck. Even if you jam out that Hano Christian rap, cool. But like, when it comes to Christianity, I'll be like, dude, me and all my higher ups are gonna be like, still to this day, Christ is going strong. Thanks to King, man. King Richard. Because if it wasn't for you, Chosen One, we wouldn't be here. We would have died. We would have died or sold our soul and went to hell. And died and went to hell. We would have, yeah. So, that's it for this video, people. I'm going to shoot this one out, download it on YouTube, shoot it out on Facebook. I'm going to need Greg Abbott and my U.S. military. I'm going to need Trump to... You got to obey me, Trump. I know you're going to do your part, but you got to do my part. You have no choice. You have to. It's spiritual law, goddammit. You got to obey your king. And your king is telling you to send... Get ready to send... Not get ready, but send troops right now to the border. Drones, Apaches, tanks, Hummers, artillery trucks, Marines, Army, F-18s, F-16s. I'm going to need F-22s, F-35s, long-range missiles, drones that drop bombs like the Ukrainian drones. But these bombs got to explode as soon as they hit the ground, not like a fucking grenade and then it bounces and then you wait 10 seconds and then it blows up. No, as soon as it drops and hits the ground, it's got to explode. Those are the bombs and drones I'm sending. Because as soon as we got eyes on them at night and there are roaches gathered, huddled up, talking, I'll just drop the bomb, boom, blow them all up. They won't even fucking hear it. By the time they see feel the pressure, explode on their body, their life's gone. They won't even know what hit them. Not just at night, but during the day also. So I'm gonna need even my robots because I'm gonna put them in the Mexican streets, bro, and have the Mexican authority join us and my Texas authority, U.S. Go the U.S. military combine forces, and we're just gonna hunt down the cartel like like javelinas, like hogs. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna show them mercy, okay? So, and we're gonna be ready for Trump's, yeah, because Trump will strike too. So be ready, Abbott, Ted Cruz, my military in Texas. We got a storm coming. We got war, and we got the cartel. And my city officials, we got to take out the mayor and my mom and Valerie Mendoza. Those are the top 3 targets right now. Once you take out my mom, bro, half of the crime in my city and in this state will go away just by taking my mom out and making her squeal, making her starve, making her not take showers, making now toilet paper the way she ordered all the cops to do to me. You gotta get my mom, the mayor, and Valerie. Valerie, because she's a killer. The mayor also a killer trying to kill me. And my mom's been trying to kill me since I was born. So I'm gonna need hold on. I'm gonna need y'all to be on your A game, man, from here on out, bro. The game's over now. Their game is over, dog. We're not playing their game no more. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can find this photo real quick. I got pictures, man. Well, I gotta go through them again if I don't find it right here, right now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. Not on this pile. But look how scared I was, bro, when I was a kid. See that? That's how it was as a kid growing up. Just cursed, you know. I got photos of me as a kid where they poisoned me, my daughter. A lot of photos of there's I got a couple photos of me as a kid. I got a camera out there that's gonna be found. A lot of cameras and hard drives of my daughter being sex trafficked and human trafficked and child pornography and because of her brother that's a Satan worshiper, my daughter Michaela's brother. That dude, he's a sick individual, bro. He would get my daughter all drugged up and take pictures of her all high and off cough syrup and I don't know what else, bro. And he would take pictures of her parts and sell them to pedophiles in the black market. Your own royal princess. For money. Also, he could get money. This shit goes deep, people. I know too much. And the mayor knows all this. The mayor don't give a fuck, bro. Sergio Delgado, my mom, Arnold, Raul. They don't give a fuck. Valerie don't give a fuck, bro. They know all this. This is just one. We're not at the tip of the iceberg now, you know. We're like midway there now. We're midway there now. You know, we're at the Epstein files now. We're, you know, the human trafficking, the child pornography, the child trafficking, the fraud is all the fraud, the money transactions, the money laundering, the theft, people's people's bank accounts getting hacked, their phone, you know, gang stalked. You know, all this shit's gonna, because of me. Because of me, I'm the key to everything in this world. Because of me exposing and fighting and surviving through everything I went through, and I'm smart enough and powerful enough to break barriers, and I'm the only person in this world that could open up and close portals, spiritual portals, not just godly portals, but close satanic portals, demon portals, and open up God's portals, and open up blessing portals and healing portals. And I'm the only person in this goddamn planet that has the power to do that. No prophet could do what I do. Nobody else that say they are a chosen one could do that. I'm the only person in this world that will be flying one day. Like Superman, bro. Levitating, flying, walking on water, spreading the water open like the Red Sea, you know, bringing people from the grave, you know, the coffins from the dirt, you know, animals, you know. Animals migrate to me like I'm the fucking Lion King, you know, in that movie, Lion King, or that fucking movie Jim Carrey when he's in court and he's and all the animals come rushing in the court, and the court was saying he was crazy and they didn't believe, and the animals came in and everybody, you know, half the world believed them, the other half didn't. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And one day you're gonna see all that, bro. The more this world gets drained, the more you're gonna see my special supernatural powers intensify. And my gifts, they're gonna intensify. You know, one day I'm also gonna be able to stop bullets. You could shoot 50 caliber bullets at me and it'll just freeze like the Matrix and fall, or I could turn it around and shoot it straight back at you. One day I could do that. And there's other things that I'll be able to do that I'm not going to tell you yet that will blow your fucking mind. But that's all I'm going to tell you for now, so you could, you know, be prepared one day. So you could be prepared and know that, hey, King Richard said he was going to do this, bro. I think he will, bro, because look how much he's done already. I don't put it past me. This chosen one will fly one day, that's for sure, or walk on water. I don't put that past me one bit. Or raise 6 people that have been dead for 20 plus years. You know, raise them from the dead. Animals, my pet that died 10 years ago, and he didn't just bring him back. My pet looks younger and strong and happier. My dog had tumors, and now my dog's back to life with no tumors, or, you know, bumps in his stomach, or a missing eyeball, or, you know, my dog came back totally normal and healthy. I'm gonna be like, yeah, those are the kind of things we gotta look forward to in the future, people. Oh man, only if you knew the shit that I'm gonna do in the future, you'll understand why they fought so goddamn hard to shut me up. You will understand why they fought so goddamn hard to kill me, steal from me, you know, slander me, you know, humiliate me, lie about me, you know, take from me my family, my loved ones. They did, people say they did the most. They did the evilest things you could think of. Bitch, please. That's an understatement. They did more than that. God damn it. They did more than that, people. They microwaved me, gas chambered me, shot me with fucking disease, every fucking disease out there. Every bacteria infection, every fucking staph infection, every cancer, every fucking tumor. They did every fucking scientific demonic shit on me. And I'm still thinking, talking, gifted. exposing, healing. I'm still healing. I'm not completely healed, but I feel a lot better than I did before. And I'm gonna feel a ton much more better. You know, I wish I could get, in shape, but I can't. I can't go outside sweat and, work out. I can't go running. I can't ride my bike. I can't exercise. I can't jog. I can't, go to the garage and sweat, punch the bag. I kick and stretch. And, I can't do all that because I'm stuck in this house, done. That's why I need my lawyer to, whoever you are, if you're a lady or a man, or man and lady, what are you waiting for? What is taking you so long? So fucking long? God damn. I mean, don't you want to be blessed as well? Do you think I won't fucking pull money out of my bank account and say, thank you for bringing me the U-Haul. Here's $1 million. $1 million? Just for bringing you a U-Haul? Yeah. And for bringing me over here. $1 million. Oh, shit. I'm going to do a lot more than that then. I didn't know you were going to give me $1 million. I'll be like, yeah. Because you didn't fucking let me wait so long. But if I got to wait another month, I might give you 100K, 200, 300K. I'm not going to give you $1 million. I'm just not. The longer I wait, people, the less, the more I'm gonna be like, damn, I did it all by myself. Why should I bless you? Look at all this shit I did for you. And what have you done for me? I've been stuck in here forever. What have you done for me? Well, exactly, people. I haven't heard one phone call from my son. I don't even know my daughter's goddamn name. Nobody has ever fucking called me and said, can we hear your side of the story? Can we? Nobody has ever fucking cared to hear my side of the goddamn story. But they want to know what I'm saying. They want to know every move I'm making, every word I'm, exposed, every word that's speaking out of my mouth. They want to know what I'm saying, but they don't want to know. They don't want to ask me my side of the story. They don't make that make sense. I don't know, bro, but I'm just going to continue to do God's work. That's all I could do. Sometimes I don't understand people and I don't understand this world because I'm not of this world. I don't think like humans do. They don't even have heart like I do. Nobody has a heart like I do. If I ever meet a woman that has a heart like me, dog, she'll be the woman for me, but it's hard, bro. I mean, people may say, I got heart. Well, cool. Stand on it then. Show me. Prove it. Well, I am. Or I'm doing my best. Okay. So am I. I've been doing it. Been dying. I've been getting sick and, been doing it too. Way worse than you. Way more than you. So you're just starting to do it now? You think I'm just gonna, oh yeah, cool. I'll give you praise, I'll give you praise, you're doing the right thing, but the job ain't over, people. You gotta continue to do good. You gotta continue. You can't just do good and give up. You think God chose me just to choose me and then give up? No, he chose me because he knew I would never goddamn give up. I'll never fold. That's the kind of brain you should have. That's the kind of drive. That's the kind of compassion. That's the kind of heart you should carry. Is do good even when nobody gives you credit. Do good when nobody even sees you doing good. You still do good behind closed doors. Because God will see that, honor that, and even I will see that and honor that. And I'm not saying nobody has a heart like me. Like, I mean, I know people got hearts out there. I know they do. I know people got hearts like me out there. But not like mine. My heart is only God knows, I guess. And only the ones that are close to me know that this man, yeah, you got heart. I know. I give you credit, bro. You know, homeboy, give you credit, man. You got heart. But King, God damn, bro. Yeah, yeah. You want to know what heart is? Get to know him for a month. Get to know him. Just get to know him for 1 month. Talk to him, call him, go fishing with him. Go work out with him. Go fix the car with him. You know, go to the gym when he goes to the gym. You know, watch the knowledge he drops on you, the wisdom he carries, that he shares with you. The visions he has for the future, and the manifestation power he has, and oh, dog. But not just that, his heart, dude, and how he uses all that to benefit God's kingdom. You see, the matrix is a matrix. The government is ran by corporations and organization, and it's all organized. But I'm making this whole new world order, and it's going to be kingdomized. It's not going to be corporations. It's going to be ruled by one kingdom, my kingdom. Which means I'll be the CEO of BlackRock Foods, farms and milk, and I'm gonna be the CEO of insurance companies, the CEO of the AI, the CEO of I'm gonna be the CEO of every goddamn thing on this planet. And yes, there'll be co-founders. There'll be a lot of co-founders. They'll be the ones that started the company, but I'm gonna be the ruler, the owner, the CEO, the one that calls the shots. I'll be above them, but they will still be the co-founder, making goddamn good money. You know what I'm saying? They will be so blessed under my wing. They'll be like, shit, and I'm protected, and I still get recognition, and I still get paid 10 times more, and I get to travel, and I get to have this, and my kids have this, when I used to have just that. Please, dog, King, rule these motherfuckers, dog. Right, King? I'll be like, yeah, I got it. See, that's why it's good, man. It's going to be a beautiful world, bro. We're getting there. We just got to get my mom, the mayor, Valerie, and then get Sergio, the doctor, Raul, and then get my neighbors, and then citywide. I'm talking about in my city, in my personal life. And then outside of Texas, when this happens, it happens worldwide, though. It's a spiritual thing. When we get my mom, she's a fucking killer whale, bro. So is the mayor. They're not sharks. They're in the whale range. She's a killer whale, Then you got the fake ass kings. They're blue whales. They're the biggest things out there. The sperm whales are like the wicked presidents like Trump. But my mom, the mayor, they are like, they're either great white killer sharks, or they're killer whales. Or they up there, bro. They're up there in the, yeah. So, alright, peeps, I'm done with this video. I did a lot. I'm gonna download this, shoot it out there. And please, taser, shooter, pepper sprayer, because a bitch will kill a cop. This bitch is dark and demonic. Very dark and demonic. Alright? Bye.